Hi everybody, I'm Miguel Sanchez. Welcome to episode 12 of Movie History, Walt Disney Animation Studios. And guess what? We have reached a milestone, ladies and gentlemen. We have reached 700 subscribers. Yay! Woohoo! Oh my gosh, we finally made it 700 subscribers. Yay! Yay! Thank you so much. We finally made it to 700. Yay! Thank you so much for subscribing. We are now 700 proud and strong. Without you, the channel would have been complete if it wasn't for your continuing support. So thank you so much for subscribing. We have finally reached 700 subscribers. Thank you so much. And now we have finally begun the road to 800 subscribers. Yay! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I think I'm gonna kill myself. So yeah, anyway, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Movie History, Walt Disney Animation Studios, and we have finally reached 800 subscribers. So thank you so much for subscribing. We have finally reached a milestone, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. You rock. Hey, 2 days ago, this past Friday, Raya and the Last Dragon just came out. Yay! That means I'm going to be covering it on episode 59 of the series. So please stay tuned. Episode 59 will be Raya and the Last Dragon. So don't go anywhere. You do not want to miss it. But right now, let's get started with today's episode. Once again, thanks for 700 subscribers. And today, we officially begin the road to 800 subscribers. So the road to 800 subscribers starts right now. Welcome to episode 12 of Movie History, Walt Disney Animation Studios. And today, we are taking a look at Cinderella, one of the most iconic movies in the century, as we finally begin the 1950s. Yay! That's right, the 1950s officially begin today here on the show, so get ready, guys. It's going to be a wild, bumpy ride. And for those who haven't seen a previous episode, which was episode 11, where we took a look at the final movie from the 1940s, as well as the final package film from that era, The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. I'll put a link up there on the top right corner of the screen, or you can click it and watch it however you want. The info symbol's up there, so go check it out, click it, and watch it for your viewing pleasure. Are you ready for today's episode? Oh, yes, you are, because what you're about to see is completely real. Guy, good. Here we go, guys. Let's the big show begin. Here we go, guys. So, about the story, about the movie. Cinderella is a 1950 American animated musical fantasy film produced by Walt Disney, based on the fairy tale of the same name by Charles Perrault. It is the 12th Disney animated feature film. The film was directed by Clyde Geronimi, Hamilton Lusk, and Wilfred Jackson. McDavid, Jerry Livingston, and Al Hoffman wrote the songs, which include Cinderella, A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes, Oh Sing Sweet Nightingale, the work song, and Pippity Bobby Boo, and So This Is Love. It features the voices of Eileen Woods, Eleanor Audley, Verna Felton, Rhoda Williams, James McDonald, Louise Van Ruden, Tom Barclay, Mike Douglas, William Phipps, and Lucille Bliss. During the mid to late 1940s, Walt Disney Productions has suffered financially after losing connections to the European film markets due to the outbreak of World War II. During this time, the connections to the European film markets due to the outbreak of World War II. During this time, the studio endured box office bombs such as Pinocchio for 1940, Fantasia for 1940, and Baby for 1942. All of which would later become more successful with several re-releases in theaters and on home video. Yeah. Pinocchio was on episode 2, Fantasia was on episode 3, and Baby was on episode 5. So get these 3 episodes to watch. So yeah, I know. Due to this, the studio was over $4 million in debt and was on the verge of bankruptcy. Walt Disney and his animators returned to feature film production in 1948 after producing a string of package films with the idea of adapting Charles Perrault's Cinderella, Cinderella into an animated film. After 2 years in production, Cinderella was released by RKO Radio Pictures on February 15, 1950. It became the greatest critical and commercial hit for the Disney Studios since the first full-length animated film Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs from 1937, and it helped reverse the studio's fortunes. It received 3 Academy Award nominations, including Best Music, Original Song from including Best Music, Original Song from Pippity Bobby Boo. Decades later, it was followed by 2 direct-to-video sequels: Cinderella 2, Dreams Come True from 2002, and Cinderella 3, A Twist in Time from 2007. And a 2015 live-action adaptation directed by Kevin Barra the product. The castle featured in the film has become an icon of the Walt Disney Company, serving as a basis for the production of the logo of Walt Disney Pictures and with real-life constructions of the castle being found at Magic Kingdom in Park at Walt Disney World, as well as Tokyo Disneyland. In 2018, the film was selected for preservation in the United States National Film Registry by the Library of Congress as being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant. So there you go. Anywhere by here, let's take a look at the stats. Movie stats here, directed by Clyde Jonimi, Hamilton Lusk, and Wilfred Jackson, with Ben Sharpstein as production supervisor. Produced by Walt Disney. Story by Ken Anderson, Pierce Pierce, Howard Bryman, Winston Hibbler, Bill Pete, Erdman Penner, Harry Reeves, Joe Rinaldi, Ted Sears, and Maurice Raft, who unfortunately was uncredited in the movie. Sorry about the people. Based on Cinderella by Charles Perrault, starring Renee Woods, Eleanor Audrey, Verna Fulton, Rhoda Williams, James McDonald, Louise Van Ruten, Don Barclay, Mike Douglas, William Phipps, and Lucia Bliss. Narrated by Betty Lou Garrison. Edited music by Oliver Wallace and Paul J. Smith. Edited by Donald Halliday. Production company Walt Disney Productions. Distributed by RK Pictures. Release date February 15, 1950 in Boston, and March 4, 1950 and for the rest of the United States. Running time at 74 minutes. Country is United States. Language is English. Budget is $2.9 million. Box office $263.6 million. Yeah, $2.9 million is the budget, so that's pretty much it. Let's get to the plot. When she is a young girl, Cinderella's widowed father marries Lady Tremaine, a widow with two daughters of her own. He dies shortly thereafter. Lady Tremaine, jealous of her stepdaughter's beauty, orders Cinderella to become a scullion in her own chateau and makes her live in the attic, overburdening her with duties. Cinderella's stepsisters Anastasia and Drizella also take advantage of her meekness, mocking her and adding to her workload. Despite this, Cinderella remains kind of heart, obediently doing her chores while taking care of the mice and birds that live in the chateau, making friends with them. She also protects them from being eaten by her stepmother's cat, Lucifer, who makes her chores harder in retaliation. One day, the king becomes impatient for his son to provide him with grandchildren. Despite the objections of the Grand Duke, the king invites all the eligible maidens in the kingdom to a royal ball, so that the prince will choose one as his wife. Wanting to attend, Cinderella finds a dress of her late mother's to fix up. Her stepmother and stepsisters, afraid she will upgrade them at the ball, deliberately keep her so busy that she had no time to spare. Chuck, Gus, and the rest, and the other animals decide to fix up the dress for her, using beads and a sash discarded by the stepsisters. However, when Cinderella attempts to go to the ball with her family, her stepsisters recognize their belongings and angrily tear her dress into pieces, leaving her behind. Cinderella flees to the garden in tears, collapsing against a bench. She is met by her fairy godmother, who transforms Jock, Gus, and the two other mice into 4 white horses, a pumpkin into a coach, and Cinderella's own horse Major, a blood-proud Bruno, into a coachman and a footman, respectively. She also gives Cinderella a shimmering ball gown and glass slippers, but warns her magic will all end at midnight. Cinderella arrives at the ball, and no one recognizes her, not even her family. The prince is in, so the king orders the Grand Duke to make sure the romance goes without a hitch. The Duke prevents anyone from interfering as Cinderella and the prince wander out to the palace grounds, and the two fall in love. However, when Cinderella hears the clock striking midnight, she flees to the palace. Losing a slipper on the staircase. The Grand Duke sends the palace guards after her, but when the magic ended, Cinderella and the animals can hide from them in the forest. Cinderella realizes that the second glass slipper did not appear when the magic ended. did not appear with magic and is still on her foot. The prince swears he will marry the girl to whom the lost glass slipper belongs. Elated, the king sends the Grand Duke to try on every man in the country. When word of this reaches Lady Germain's chateau, the two stepsisters immediately order Cinderella to get them ready. Lady Germain overhears Cinderella humming the waltz from the ball and trying to get it back to Cinderella, but are stopped by Lucifer. The bird summons Bruno, who chases Lucifer until he falls out of a window, and the mice free Cinderella just as the Grand Duke is about to leave. To prevent the fitting, Lady Tremaine trips the page carrying the slipper, and it shatters. Much to the Grand Duke's relief and Lady Tremaine's astonishment, Cinderella provides the second slipper, which of course fits perfectly. The prince and Cinderella marry and set off in a white carriage for their honeymoon. Guys, I know it. Now you know the story. Man, that was a whole lot of fun. Let's take a look at the cast. Starting with role for live action reference, voice, and singer. Okay, Cinderella for live action reference. Cinderella for live action reference. Helen Stanley, voiced and sung by Elaine Woods. Lady Germain, live action referenced, voiced and sung by Eleanor Audley. Fairy Godmother, live action referenced by Claire Dupre, voiced and sung by Verna Felton. Prince Charming. Oh my gosh, Prince Charming. Live action reference is Jeffrey Stone, voiced by William Phipps, sung by Mike Douglas. Anastasia Tremaine. Anastasia Tremaine. The live reference by Helene Stanley, voiced and sung by Lucia Bliss. Drizel Tremaine, live action reference, voiced and sung by Ronald Williams. Jock and Gus, no live action reference, voiced and sung by Jamie McDonald. The King and Grand Duke, live reference not replicable and non-applicable, voiced and sung by Louis Van Ruten. Doorman, live action reference non-applicable, voiced and sung by Tom Barclay. Lucifer, no live action reference, voiced and sung by Jude Foray. Bruno, no live action reference, voiced and sung by the voice is sung by Jimmy McDonald and our key and the narrator. No live action reference, voice is sung by Betty Lou Gerson. There you go. There's the cast of the film. Let's take a look at the animators. Mark Davis, Eric Larson, and Liz Clark were the supervising animators of Cinderella. Frank Thomas was the supervising animator of Lady Germain. Matt Miltcall was the supervising animator of Fairy Godmother. Ollie Johnson was the supervising animator of Griselda and Griselda Germain and Anastasia Germain. Ward Kimball, Wolfgang Ratherman, and John Lounsbury were the supervising animators of Jock and Gus. Ward Kimball, John Lounsbury, Norm Ferguson were the supervising animators of Bruno and Lucifer. Milt Call and Norm Ferguson were the supervising animators of The King. And Frank Thomas, Milt Call, and Norm Ferguson were the supervising animators of The Grand Duke. So, there you go. That's pretty much it. Let's take a look at the production, starting with story development. It's going to be a long way, so get ready, guys. It's about to get wild. Here we go, guys. In 1922, Walt Disney produced a Laugh-O-Gram cartoon based on Cinderella, and he had been interested in producing a second version in December 1933 as a silly symphony short. Burt Gillett was attached as the director, while Frank Churchill was assigned as the composer. The story outline included white mice, and birds as Cinderella's playmates. To expand the storyboard artists suggested visual gags, some of which ended up in the final film. However, the story proved to be too complicated to be condensed into a short, so it was suggested as a possible animated feature film as early 1938, starting with a 14-page outline written by Al Perkins. 2 years later, a second treatment was written by Dana Coffey and Bianca Maggioli, in which Cinderella's stepmother was named Florimel de la Pochelle. Her stepsisters as Wanda and Chavoette, her pet mouse Dusty, and petrel Clarissa. The stepsisters cat Bon Bob, the princess the aide Spink, and the stepsisters dancing instructor Monsieur Carnival. This version stuck closely to the original fairy tale until Cinderella arrives home late for the second ball. Her step family then imprisons Cinderella in a dungeon cellar. When Spink and his troops arrive at the La Pochelle residence, Disney takes a slipper and leads them to free Cinderella. By September 1943, Disney had assigned Dick Humor and Chuck Grant to begin work on Cinderella as story supervisors. And given a preliminary budget of $1 million. However, by 1945, their preliminary story was when the story work was halted during the writing stages of Song of the South. Dalton as Raymond and Maurice Raft quarreled, and Raft was reassigned to work on Cinderella. In his version, Cinderella was rated to be a less passive character than Snow White, and more rebellious against her stepfamily. Raft explained, "My thinking was you can't have somebody who comes in and changes everything for you. You can't be delivered on a platter. You gotta earn it." So in my version, the fairy godmother said, it's okay till midnight, but from then on, it's up to you. I made her earn it, and what she had to do to achieve it was to rebel against her stepmother and stepsisters. You've to stop being a slave in her own home. So I had a scene where they're ordering her around, and she throws the stuff back at them. She revolts, so they lock up her. So they lock her up in the attic. I don't think anybody took my idea very seriously. In spring 1946, Disney held 3 story meetings, and subsequently received 3 treatments. And subsequently received treatment from Ted Sears, Homer Brightman, and Harry Reeves. It dated March 24th, 1947. In the treatment, the prince had introduced earlier in the story, reminiscent of Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, and there was a hint of the cat and mouse conflict. By May 1947, the first rough phase of storyboarding was in the process, and an inventory report that same month suggested a different approach with the story, largely through the animals in the barnyard and their observations of Cinderella's day-to-day activities. Following the theatrical release of Fun and Fancy Free, Walt Disney Productions' bank debt declined from $4.2 million to $3 million. Around this time, Disney acknowledged the need for sound economic policies, but emphasized to the loners that slashing production will be suicidal. To restore the studio to full financial health, he expressed his desire to return to producing fully animated films. By that, 3 animated projects: Cinderella, which I'm talking about in this episode, Alice in Wonderland, which I'm talking about in the next episode, and Peter Pan, which I'm going to talk about in the episode after that, were in development. Disney felt the characters in Alice in Wonderland and Peter Pan was too cold, while Cinderella contained elements similar to Snow White, and greenlit the project. Selecting his top tier animation talent, Ben Sharpstein was assigned as supervising producer, while Hamilton Lusk, Wilfred Jackson, and Clyde Jeremy became the sequence directors. Nevertheless, production on Alice resumed so that both animation crews would effectively compete against each other to see which film would finish first. By early 1948, Cinderella had progressed further than Alice in Wonderland, and was fast-tracked to become the first full-length animated film since Bambi. During a story meeting on January 15, 1948, the cat and mouse sequences began to grow into an important element in the film, so much that Disney placed veteran story artist Bill Peet in charge of the cat and mouse segments. By the late 1940s, Disney's involvement during production has shrunk noticeably, as he was occupied with trains and the filming of Treasure Island. The directors were left to exercise their own judgment more on details. Although Disney no longer held daily story meetings, the 3 directors still communicated with him by mailing him memoranda, scripts, photostats of storyboards, and acetates of statue recordings while he was in England for 2.5 months during the summer of 1949. When Disney did not respond, work resumed and then had to be undone when he did. In one instance, when Disney returned to the studio on August 29th, he reviewed Lusk's animation sequences and ordered numerous minor changes, as well as a significant reworking of the film's climax. Production was finished on October 13th, 1949. And there you go. That's pretty much it. Continuing with production, we move on to casting. Mac David and Jerry Livingston asked Annie Williams to sing on several demo recordings of the songs. They are previously known for her eponymous radio show, The Eileen Woods Show, which was broadcast on ABC. You know it by now, the American Broadcasting Company. The show featured 15 minutes of music, in which David and Livingston had their music presented. 2 days later, Wood received a telephone call from Disney, with whom she immediately scheduled an interview. Wood recalled in an interview with the Los Angeles Times. We met and talked for a while, and he said, "How would you like to be Cinderella?" To which she agreed. For the role of Lucifer, a city representative asked June Foray if she could provide the voice of a cat. "Well, I can do anything," recalled Foray, so he hired me as Lucifer, the cat in Cinderella. Man, I do love this job, but that's pretty much it. We go on to the same with production, we go to animation. Starting with live action reference. Starting in spring 1948, actors were filmed on large sound stages, mouthing to a playback of the dialogue soundtrack. Disney had previously used live-action reference on Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Pinocchio, and Fantasia, but as part of an effort to keep the production costs down, the footage was used to check the plot, timing, and movement of the characters before animating it. The footage was then edited frame by frame onto large photograph sheets to duplicate, in which the animators found too restrictive, as they were not allowed to imagine anything that the live actors did not present, since that kind of experimentation might necessitate changes and cost more money. Additionally, the animators were instructed to draw from a certain directorial perspective to avoid difficult shots and angles. Frank Thomas explained, "Anytime you think of another way of staging the scene, they say, 'We can't get the camera up there.' Well, you could get the animation camera up there, so you had to go with what worked well in live action." Walt Disney hired actress Helen Stanley to perform the live action reference for Cinderella. That she before artists began sketching, playing the role of Cinderella in a particular scene, an artist to draw animated frames based on the movements of the actress. She later did the same kind of work for the characters of Princess Aurora in Sleeping Beauty and Anita Radcliffe in 101 Dalmatians. Animators modeled Prince Charming on actor Jeffrey Stone, who also provided some additional voices for the film. Mary Alice O'Connor served as the live-action reference for the fairy godmother. Now, that's pretty much it. Staying with production, the animation, we go to character animation. By 1950, the animation board, which had been established as early as 1940 to help with the management of the animation department, has settled down to 9 supervising animators. Although they were still in their 30s, they were jokingly referred by Walt Disney as the 9 old men, as after President Franklin D. Roosevelt's denigration of the Supreme Court, including Norman Ferguson. The principal animators included Les Clark, Mark Davis, Ollie Johnson, Milt Kill, Ward Kimball, Eric Larson, John Lounsbury, and Frank Thomas. Yeah, and also Wolfgang Reitherman. So once again, the animators include Les Clark, Mark Davis, Ollie Johnson, Milt Kill, Walt Kimball, Eric Larson, John Lounsbury, Frank Thomas, and Wolfgang Reitherman. Larson was the first to animate the title character, whom he envisioned as a 16-year-old with braids and a pug nose. Mark Davis later animated Cinderella, which Larson observed as more of the exotic dame with a long swan-like neck. Because the final character design was not seen yet, assistant animators were responsible for minimizing the details. When Disney was asked what was his favorite piece of animation, he answered, "I guess I guess it would have been where Cinderella gets her ballroom gown, which was animated by Davis. Milt Kahl was the directing animator of The Fairy Godmother, The King, and The Grand Duke. Originally, Disney intended for the Fairy Godmother to be a tall, regal character as he viewed fairies as tall, motherly figures as seen in The Blue Fairy in Pinocchio. But Milt Kahl disagreed with this characterization. Following the cast of Verna Felton, Kahl managed to convince Disney of his undignified concept of the fairy godmother. Unlike the human characters, the animal characters were animated without live-action reference. During production, none of Kimball's designs for Lucifer pleased Disney. After visiting Kimball's steam train at his home, Disney saw his calico cat and remarked, "Hey, there's your model for Lucifer." Braithwaite animated the sequence in which Jock and Gus laboriously drag the key up the flight of stairs to Cinderella. So yeah, now you know. That's pretty much it. Let's go to the music. Alright, let's go to the music. In 1946, story art, and part-time lyricist Larry Morey joined the studio music director Charles Walcott to compose the songs. Cinderella will sing 3 songs: Sing a Little, Dream a Little, while overloaded at work, the Mouse Song, as she dressed the mice, and the dress my mother wore, as she fantasized about her mother's old wedding dress. To recycle an unused fantasy sequence from Snow White, the song "Dancing on a Cloud" was used as Cinderella and the Prince waltzed during the ball. After the ball, she would sing "I Lost My Heart at the Ball," and the Prince was saying "The Face That I See in the Night." However, none of the songs were used. And 2 years later, Disney turned to Tin Pan Alley songwriters Al Hoffman and Jerry Livingston to compose the songs. They were the first professional composers to be hired outside the production company. The trio had previously worked on the song Chi Baba that Walt heard on the radio and decided would work well with the fairy godmother sequence. They finished the songs in March 1949. Oliver Wallace composed the score, but only after the animation was ready for inking, which was incidentally similar to scoring a live-action film. This was a drastic change from the earlier Disney animated features, in which the music and action were carefully synchronized in a process known as Mickey Mousing. Wow, just like Mickey Mouse, but Mickey Mousing. Yeah, I know. In total, 6 songs were performed in the film: Cinderella, A Dream Is a Wish Your Heart Makes, Oh Sing Sweet Nightingale, the work song Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo, and So This Is Love. The film also marked the launching of the Walt Disney Music Company. The soundtrack was also a first in using the multi-tracks for vocals, with the song Oh Sing Sweet Nightingale. Eileen Woods recorded a second and third vocal track to enable her to sing harmony with herself. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Let's get to the song, shall we? Start with the 1950 children's album. On February 4th, 1950, Billboard announced that RCA Records and Disney would release a children's album in conjunction with the theatrical release. The RCA Victor album release was sold about 750,000 copies during its first release and hit #1 on the Billboard pop charts. Let's start with the number. Let's get to the number followed by the title and then the length. #1, A Dream Is a Wish Your Heart Makes. The runtime, 3 minutes and 22 seconds. #2, The Cinderella Workshop. Runtime, 3 minutes and 29 seconds. #3, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo, The Magic Song, and So This Is Love. Runtime, 3 minutes and 33 seconds. And #4, A Dream Is a Wish Your Heart Makes. Reprise. Runtime, 3 minutes and 37 seconds. Continue on with the soundtrack. Continue with the soundtrack. The soundtrack for Cinderella was released by Walt Disney Records on CD and included a bonus demo. On October 4, 2005, Disney released a special edition of the soundtrack album of Cinderella for the Platinum Edition DVD release, which includes several demo songs cut from the final film, a new song, and a cover version of A Dream Is a Wish Your Heart Makes. The soundtrack was released again on October 2nd, 2012, and consisted of several lost scores and new recordings of them. A Walmart exclusive limited edition music box set consisting of the soundtrack without the lost scores or bonus demos, the song and story Cinderella CD, and a bonus DVD and Take On Ever After was released on the same day. All tracks were written by Mac David, Jerry Livingston, and Al Hoffman. So there you go. Start with number, title, performers, and then the length. Number 1, Cinderella. Main title, performed by the Judd Collin Chorus and Marty Nixon. Runtime 2 minutes and 52 seconds. Number 2, A Tree Is a Wish Your Heart Makes, performed by Elaine Woods. Runtime 4 minutes and 34 seconds. Number 3, A Visitor / Caught in the Trap / Lucifer / Feed the Chickens / Breakfast is Served / Time on Our Hands, performed by Oliver Wallace and Paul G. Smith. Runtime 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Number 4, The King's Plan, performed by Paul G. Smith and Oliver Wallace. Runtime 1 minute and 22 seconds. Number 5, The Music Lesson / All Sing Sweet Nightingale / Bad Boy Lucifer / A Message from His Majesty, performed by Rhoda Williams, Lee Woods, Paul J. Smith, and Oliver Wallace. Runtime 2 minutes and 7 seconds. Number 6, Little Dressmakers / The Work Salon / Scavenger Hunt / Our Dream Is a Wish Your Heart Makes / The Dress / My Bees / Escape to the Garden, performed by James McDonald, Oliver Wallace, and Paul J. Smith. Runtime 9 minutes and 24 seconds. Number 7, Where Did I Put That Thing / Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. Runtime performed by Vernon Felton, Paul J. Smith, and Oliver Wallace. Runtime 4 minutes and 48 seconds. Number 8, Reception at the Palace / This Is Love, performed by Elaine Woods, Paul J. Smith, and Mike Douglas. Elaine Woods, Paul J. Smith, Mike Douglas, and Oliver Wallace. Runtime 5 minutes and 45 seconds. Number 9, The Stroke of Midnight / Thank You Fairy Godmother, performed by Oliver Wallace and Paul J. Smith. Runtime is 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Number 10, Locked in the Tower / Guts and Jock to the Rescue / Slipper Fillings / Slipper / Finale, performed by Oliver Wallace and Paul J. Smith. Runtime 7 minutes and 42 seconds. And finally, number 11, I'm in the Middle of a Metal Tempo Recording. No performer, no runtime. It's just a tempo recording. So there you go, my friend. Nothing you have to worry about here. Man, that was a lot of fun. Let's get to the 2005 Special Edition. All tracks were rated by Mac David, Jerry Livingston, Al Hoffman, except 12 tracks. Track 12 rated by and composed by Larry Morey, Charles Wilcrott, and track 13 rated and composed by Jim Brickman, Jack Colville, Jamie Jones. There you go. So let's get to the 2005 Special Edition. Number, title, 4, and then late. Let's get sorry. Long way ahead of us, so let's do it. Let's do it, guys. Number 1, Cinderella, main title, performed by the Judd Collin Chorus and Marty Nixon. Runtime 2 minutes 52 seconds. That's good. Number 2, A Dream Is a Wish Your Heart Makes, performed by Elaine Woods. Runtime 4 minutes and 34 seconds. Number 3, A Visitor / Caught in the Trap / Lucifer / Feed the Chickens / Breakfast is Served / Time in Our Hands, performed by Oliver Wallace and Paul J. Smith. Runtime is 2 minutes 11 seconds. Number 4, The King's Plan, performed by Paul J. Smith and Oliver Wallace. Runtime is 1 minute and 22 seconds. Number 5, The Music Lessons / Oh Sing Sweet Nightingale / Bad Boy Lucifer / A Message from His Majesty, performed by Rhoda Williams, Lee Woods, Paul J. Smith, and Oliver Wallace. Runtime 2 minutes and 7 seconds. Number 6, Little Dressmakers / The Work Salon / Scavenger Hunt / A Dream Is a Wish Your Heart Makes / The Dress / My Bees / Escape to the Garden, performed by James McDonald, Oliver Wallace, and Paul J. Smith. Runtime is 9 minutes and 34 seconds. Number 7, Where Did I Put That Thing / 55 Move, performed by Vernon Felton, Paul J. Smith, and Oliver Wallace. Runtime is 4 minutes and 48 seconds. Number 8, Reception at the Palace / So This Is Love, performed by Elaine Woods, Paul J. Smith, Mike Douglas, and Oliver Wallace. Runtime 5 minutes and 45 seconds. Number 9, The Stroke of Midnight / Thank You Fairy Godmother, performed by Oliver Wallace and Paul J. Smith. Runtime is 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Number 10, Locked in the Tower / Jock and Gus to the Rescue / Slipper Fittings / Slipper / Finale, performed by Oliver Wallace and Paul J. Smith. Runtime is 7 minutes and 42 seconds. Number 11, I'm in the Middle of a Metal Tempo Recording. No performers. Runtime 1 minute and 55 seconds. Number 12, Dancing on a Cloud Tempo Recording, performed by Elaine Woods and Mike Douglas. Runtime 3 minutes and 45 seconds. 3 minutes and 49 seconds. Number 13, Beautiful, performed by Jim Brickman and Wayne Brady. Runtime 3 minutes and 43 seconds. Number 14, A Dream Is a Wish Your Heart Makes, performed by Kimberly Locke. Runtime 4 minutes and 41 seconds for a total length of 56 minutes and 58 seconds. So there you go. Nothing you got to worry about here. Man, it's a whole lot of fun. Going into the 2012 Demo Collector's Edition. Man. All tracks are rated by Mac David, Jerry Livingston, and Al Hoffman. Title, performers, length, and that's pretty much it. First the title, then the performers, then the length. So let's get to it. Number one, Cinderella. Number 1, main title / Cinderella, performed by the Judd Collin Chorus and Marty Nixon. Runtime 2 minutes and 52 seconds. Number 2, A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes. Performed by Elaine Woods. Runtime 4 minutes and 34 seconds. Number 3, A Visitor Caught in the Trap a Visitor Caught in the Trap Lucifer Feed the Chickens Breakfast and Serve Time in Our Hands. Performed by Oliver Wallace and Paul J. Smith. Runtime is 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Number 4, The King's Plan, performed by Paul G. Smith and Oliver Wallace. Runtime 1 minute 22 seconds. Number 5, The Music Lessons / Sing Sweet Nightingale / Bad Boy Lucifer / A Message from His Majesty. Performed by Rhoda Williams and Elaine Woods, Paul G. Smith and Oliver Wallace. Runtime is 3 minutes and 7 seconds. Number 6, Little Dressmaker / The Work Song / Scavenger Hunt / A Dream is What Your Heart Makes / The Dress / My Bees / Escape to the Garden, performed by James McDaniel, Oliver Watts, and Paul J. Smith. Runtime is 9 minutes and 24 seconds. Number 7, Where Did I Put That Thing? / Bobbity Boo, performed by Vernon Felton, Paul J. Smith, and Oliver Watts. Runtime is 4 minutes and 48 seconds. Number 8, Reception at the Palace / This Is Love, performed by Elaine Woods, Paul J. Smith, Mike Douglas, and Oliver Watts. Runtime is 5 minutes and 45 seconds. Number 9, The Strokes of Midnight / Thank You Very Godmother, performed by Oliver Watts and Paul J. Smith. Runtime is 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Number /10, Locked in the Tower / Jock and Goes to the Rescue / Slipper Vinny / Cinderella Slipper / Finale, performed by Oliver Watts and Paul J. Smith. The runtime is 7 minutes 42 seconds. The rest, however, doesn't have any performers and no runtime. So let's get to it. Number 11, I'm in the middle of a battle. Lost Chords demo. Number 12, I'm in the middle of a battle. Lost Chords, new recording. Number 13, I Lost My Heart at the Ball. Lost Chords demo. Number 14, I Lost My Heart at the Ball. Number 15, The Mouse Song, Lost Chords demo. Number 16, The Mouse Song, Lost Chords, new recording. Number 17, Sing a Little, Dream a Little, Lost Chords demo. Number 18, Sing a Little, Dream a Little, Lost Chords, new recording. Number 19, Dancing on a Cloud, Lost Chords demo. Number 20, Lost Chords. Dancing on a Cloud, Lost Chords, new recording. Number 21, The Dress My Mother Wore, Lost Chords, demo. Number 22, The Dress My Mother Wore, Lost Chords, new recording. Number 23, The Face That I See in the Night, Lost Chords, demo. And finally, number 24, The Face That I See in the Night, Lost Chords, new recording. There you go. That is everything in the 2012 Collector's Edition of the Cinderella soundtrack. And boy, does it work so well. All right, finally, in the 2012 limited edition music box says, forgot to take out some of the words that they're in blue, but that's okay. So that's pretty much it. All tracks are written by Mike David, Jerry Livingston, and Al Hopman. So once again, performer length. Number 1, Maytown / Cinderella performer, the Judd Colin, of course, / Marty Nixon. And Marty Nixon, runtime 2 minutes and 52 seconds. Number 2, A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes, performed by Elaine Woods. Runtime 4 minutes and 34 seconds. Number 3, A Visitor / Cotton Trap / Lucifer / Feed the Chickens / Breakfast and Serve / Time in Our Hands, performed by Oliver Watts and Paul J. Smith. Runtime 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Number 4, The King's Plan, performed by Paul J. Smith and Oliver Wallace. The runtime 1 minute and 22 seconds. Number 5, The Music Lessons / Sweet Nightingale / Bad Boy Lucifer / A Message from His Majesty. Runtime performed by Rhoda Williams, Elaine Woods, Paul G. Smith, and Oliver Wallace. Runtime is 2 minutes and 7 seconds. Number 6, Little Dressmaker / The Work Song / Scavenger Hunt / A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes / The Dress / My Bees / Escape to the Garden, performed by James McDonald, Oliver Wallace, and Paul J. Smith. Runtime is 9 minutes and 34 seconds. Number 7, Where Did I Put That Thing? / Bibbidi Boo, performed by Vernon Felton, Paul J. Smith, and Oliver Wallace. The runtime is 4 minutes and 48 seconds. Number 8, Reception at the Palace / So This Is Love, performed by Elaine Woods, Paul J. Smith, Mike Douglas, and Oliver Wallace. Runtime is 5 minutes and 45 seconds. Number 9, The Strokes of Midnight, Thank You For Your Godmother, performed by Oliver Wallace and Paul J. Smith. Runtime is 2 minutes and 5 seconds. And finally, number 10, Locked in the Tower / Gus and Jock to the Rescue / Slipper Phillies / Slipper / Finale, performed by Oliver Wallace and Paul J. Smith. Runtime 7 minutes and 42 seconds. So that's a lot, my friends. Totally a lot. Going to the release. Let's go to the release. The film was originally released in theaters on February 15, 1950 in Boston, Massachusetts. Cinderella was re-released in 1957, 1965, 1973, 1981, and 1987. Cinderella also played a limited engagement in select Cinemark theaters from February 16 to 18, 2013. Going to the critical reaction, the film became a critical success, garnering the best reception for a Disney animated film since Dumbo. A personal letter to Walt Disney, director Michael Curtiz hailed the film as the masterpiece of all pictures you have done. Producer Hal Wallace declared, "If this is not your best is very close to the top. May Tinney, reviewing for the Chicago Tribune, remarked, "The film not only is handsome with imaginative art and glowing characters to bedeck the old fairy tale, but it's also told gently, without the lurid villains, which sometimes give lots nightmares. It's enhanced by the sudden piquant touches of humor and the music and the music which appealed to old and young. The Time wrote that Cinderella is beguiling proof that Walt Disney knows his way around fairyland. Harking back to the style of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs from 1937, a small army of Disney craftsmen have given the centuries-old Cinderella story a 2-week radius of comic verve that should make children feel like elves and adults feel like children. However, the characterization of Cinderella received a mixed reception. Boston Crowther of the New York Times wrote, "The beautiful Cinderella has evolved the voluptuous face and form, not to mention an eager disposition to compare with Alcap's Daisy May. However, criticizing her role and personality, Crowther opined as a consequence, with the situation in which they are mutually involved have the constraint and immobility of panel expressed episodes. When Mr. Disney tries to make them behave like human beings, they are battle. Similarly, Variety claimed the film more success in projecting the lower animals in that is central character Cinderella, who is on the colorless, doll-faced side, as is the Prince Charming. Contemporary reviews have remained positive. Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times awarded the film 3 out of 4 stars. Jonathan Rosenbaum of the Chicago Reader wrote the film shows Disney at the tail end of his best period, when his backgrounds were still luminous with depth and detail, and his incidental characters still have range and bite. The review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes reported the film received an approval rating of 97% based on 35 reviews with an average score of 8.00 out of 10. The website's critical consensus reads, "The rich colors, sweet songs, and adorable mice and endearing, if suffering, heroine makes Cinderella a nostalgically lovely charmer." Nay, that's pretty much it. Everybody needs to know. Going to the box office, the film was Disney's greatest box office success since Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, earning $8 million in gross rentals. By the end of its original run, it had earned nearly $4.28 million in North America distributor rentals, the distributor's share of the office gross, which made it the 5th highest grossing film released in North America in 1950. It was the 5th most popular movie at the British box office in 1951. The film is France's 16th biggest film of all time in terms of admissions, with 13.2 million tickets sold. The success of Cinderella allowed Disney to carry on producing films throughout the 1950s, by which the profits from the film's release, with the additional profits from the record sales, music publications, and other merchandise gave Disney the cash flow to finance a slate of productions and animated and live action, established his own distribution company, entered television production, and began building Disneyland during the decade, as well as developing the Florida project, later known as Walt Disney World. As well, the Cinderella has had a lifetime domestic gross of $96.3 million and lifetime international gross of $315 million in 1995 dollars across its original release and several reissues, adjusted for inflation and incorporating subsequent releases. The film has had a lifetime gross of $532,461,600. Wow, that's a lot of money. I don't know about that. But let's go to the whole media. I believe. Cinderella was released on VHS and Laserdisc on October 4th, 1988 as part of the Walt Disney Classics Collection. The release had a promotion with a free lithograph pre-production for those who pre-ordered the video before its release day. Disney had initially shipped 4.3 million VHS copies to retailers, but due to strong consumer demand, more than 7 million copies were shipped. At the time of its initial home video release, it was the best-selling VHS title until it was overtaken by E.T. the Extraterrestrial. There you go, E.T. the Extraterrestrial. The VHS release was placed into moratorium on April 30th, 1989, with 7.2 million copies sold and having grossed $108 million in sales revenue. On October 4th, 1995, the film was released on VHS and Laserdisc as part of the Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection line. Yeah, the Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection line. Exactly 7 years after its first VHS release, both editions were accompanied by the Making of Cinderella featurette. A deluxe Laserdisc included the featurette and illustrated a hardcover book retelling the story with pencil, tests, and conceptual art from the film, a reprint of the film's artwork, and inspiration, and a reprint of the film's artwork. Disney shipped more than 15 million VHS copies, of which 8 million were sold in the first month. On October 4th, 2005, the Disney released the film on DVD with a digitally remastered transfer. This release was the sixth installment of the Walt Disney Platinum Edition series. According to Home Media Magazine, Disney sold 3.2 million copies in its first week, which earned over $64 million in sales. The Platinum Edition was also released on VHS, but only the special feature was A Dream Is a Wish Your Heart Makes music video by the Disney Channel Circle of Stars. The Platinum Edition DVD, along with the sequels to the film, went to the Disney Vault on January 31st, 2008. In the United Kingdom and Ireland, a rail edition of Cinderella was released on Disney on DVD on April 4th, 2011, to commemorate the UK royal wedding of Prince William and Catherine Middleton. This release had a unique limited edition number on every slipcase and an exclusive art card. On October 2nd, 2012, a 3-disc Blu-ray /DVD /digital copies combo, a Diamond Edition was released. The Diamond Edition release was also included a 2-disc Blu-ray /DVD combo and a 6-disc jewelry box set that included the first film alongside both its sequels. A 1-disc DVD edition was released on November 20th, 2012. The Diamond Edition release went back into the Disney Vault on January 31st, 2017. Cinderella was re-released on HD digital download on June 18, 2019, with a physical media release on Blu-ray on June 25th, 2019, as part of the Walt Disney Signature Collection commemorating the film's 70th anniversary. Man, that was a whole lot of fun. I can't wait to see more of that. Going into the awards, in 1951, the film received 3 Academy Award nominations for Best Sound. C.O. Slifield lost to All About Eve. Best music scoring of a musical picture. Oliver Wallace and Paul G. Smith lost to Annie Get Your Gun, and Best Music Original Song for Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. Mike David, Jerry Livingston, and Al Hoffman lost to Mona Lisa. Ray Evans, and Joe Livingston from Captain Carey USA. At the first Berlin International Film Festival, it won the Golden Bear Music Film Award at the Big Bronze Plate Award. In June 2008, the American Film Institute revealed its 10 top 10, the 10 best films in 10 classic American film genres. After polling over 1,500 people from the creative community, Cinderella was acknowledged as the 9th greatest film in the animation genre. So let's take a look at the American Film Institute's recognition. AFI's 100 Years, 100 Movies, nominated. AFI's 100 Years, 100 Passions, nominated. AFI's 100 Years, 100 Heroes and Villains, Lady Tremaine, Stepmother, nominated villain. AFI's 100 Years, 100 Songs, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo, nominated. A Dream Is a Wish Your Heart Makes, nominated. AFI's Greatest Movie Musicals, nominated. AFI's 100 Years, 100 Movies, 10th Anniversary Edition, nominated. And AFI's 10 Top 10, number 9 animated film. Yeah, they all made it to the 100 Years list, but they're all nominated and never made it to the list. Sorry about the people, but that's pretty much it. Finally, in sequels and other media. The direct-to-video sequel, Cinderella 2, Dreams Come True. Let's try again. A direct-to-video sequel, Cinderella 2, Dreams Come True, was released in 2002. A second direct-to-video sequel, Cinderella 3, A Twist in Time, in 2007. Cinderella and the Fairy Godmother have appeared as guests in Disney's House of Mouse. Cinderella and the Fairy Godmother appeared in the video game Kingdom Hearts, and a world based on the film Castle of Dreams appears in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. All the main characters, except Gus, Bruno, and the King, appear. A scale a scaled-down stage musical version of the film known as Disney's Cinderella, Disney's Cinderella Kids, is frequently performed by schools and children's leaders. So that's right, kids with letter B in uppercase. Guy, good. A live-action adaptation of the film produced by Walt Disney Pictures, directed by Kenneth Branagh, was released in 2015. Sorry, Lily James, Richard Madden, Kate Blanchett, and Helena Bonham Carter. Cinderella and the other Disney princesses all appeared as guest appearances in the 2018 film Ralph Breaks the Internet. So, yeah, that's very much it. I'll talk about Ralph Breaks the Internet in a future episode of the series, so keep your eye for when it comes out. As you can see, actually, it'll be on episode 57. That's right, Ralph Breaks the Internet will be on episode 57 of the series, so keep an eye for when it comes out. But with that, guys, it's all over. That's it for Cinderella. Yay! After 50 minutes of information, we finally made it to the end of the show. So let's get to the final thoughts rating for this movie. Man, Cinderella is the best. Can't wait to see more of that. Great characters, great storytelling. We love it. How do you know about that? It was the best experience I've heard of. And therefore, no doubt about that. I really love it. On to 1 set, I'm going to rate Cinderella a score of 8 out of 10. Great! Yay! Oh my gosh. Now that's a great score. Oh. And how well do you know about that? Just as I expected. But this story killed it. It is definitely one of the best I ever listened to in my entire career. Guaranteed, bar none, period, the end. But that's only my personal and conservative opinion. Feel free to agree or disagree with any thoughts and your opinions in the comment section down below. Guys, it's all over. Thank you all so much for watching another episode of Movie History, Walt Disney Animation Studios, and thank you once again for 700 subscribers. Man, what a finish, my friends. What a finish. Yeah, it was a celebratory video to let you know that we have reached 700 subscribers. So thank you so much. Also, in the meantime, please go check out some other cool videos here on the channel. And please subscribe for more great content for you guys. Yesterday, there was an episode of Moshi Sleep Story Reactions, and there was an episode of Moshi Monsters by People. We will have one for you today, but we're going to make it up for you. Yeah, we're going to make it up for yesterday's upload today and right now. Episode 336 of Moshi Monsters by People will be working debut. Episode 74 of Moshi Sleep Story Reactions is episode 74 of Moshi Sleep Story Reactions. There it is. Episode 74. Well, we may never know. Yeah, we may never know what it's going to be about. But, yeah, pretty much it. I'm Because Sanchez. Thanks for watching. I'm Because Sanchez. You yourself, and I will see you next time on Movie History, Walt Disney Animation Studios. Please join me next time for episode 13 as we take a look at Alice in Wonderland. Oh my gosh. The 1950s continue next time, so don't go anywhere. Be prepared. What you're about to see here is going to be a whole lot of fun. Well, get ready, guys. You do not want to miss it. Hype! I promise you, it'll be a great time to remember. So don't miss it. We will see you there. And I promise you, you are going to be ready for us. But anyways, we will. But yeah, we will never know until you tune in for that. We will see you. It's time to go down the rabbit hole and celebrate a very happy birthday with Alice and all her friends in Alice in Wonderland. So, yes, thanks for watching. We will see you for episode 13 very soon for Alice in Wonderland. In the meantime, thanks for watching until 10. I'm Because Sanchez. Please remember to leave a like, share the video with your friends, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, turn on notifications too. Never miss a video. Please subscribe with notification turn on to never miss another video from me as we are now on the road to 800 subscribers. Yay! Man, I can't believe it. Yes, we are finally on the road to 800 subscribers, people. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you for Moshi Sleep Story Reactions and Moshi Monsters by Feet later on today. Man, this is going to be a lot of fun. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'm Because Sanchez for Movie History, Walt Disney Animation Studios. Have a great rest of your day. And we'll talk to you. I'll talk to you later. Don't forget, Tuesday, we had Season 1, Day 12 of the Moshi National League. We had one yesterday, so don't miss out. And I promise you, we will have a good time. Alright, got it? Good. Thanks for watching, everybody. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you on the next video. Have a great day, guys. This is Because I just sign off. Until tomorrow, thanks for watching. Until next time, we see you. Thanks for watching. Like, favorite, subscribe. And we'll see you in another video. And congratulations again for 700 subscribers. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next video, guys. See you on the next video. Laters!